Hi, my name is Nancy Bole. Thanks for coming to my website. I have a little demonstration on copper foiling on a suncatcher. Start with these items that we will need to begin with. This is a picture that maybe you could choose from, and this is some glass, and then some of the other tools that we will start with. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to let it go along with the flow of the glass with the flower petals. So I'm going to put the glass right here and start out with a clean cut. So you have to first just get a little bit of pressure and take it and just break it like that. So I want this petal right here. I'm concentrating on this one right here. The curve, you just start at the very edge of the glass. Just a little bit of pressure. So I'm going to stay on the lines of where I'm going. And you never want to make too much of a curve with the glass cutter. You won't have the break that you would like to have. So I wouldn't want to go all the way this way. That could possibly break the glass, not in the right way. Okay, now the extras that you want to grind off, I'm going to mark and take those edges off. We'll take that to the grinder and we're going to grind it off. Okay, so here I'm at the grinder and just layout. The finished piece is already done, so we're ready for. Okay, here's the copper foiling. This is the tool that you don't necessarily need, but it does help. This is also a size that I usually prefer. It's a right where it's the width of it between the glass and how much solder will come out. I usually start at the end, and what I try to do is center the piece with the glass so it's even on both sides, and that way it's on both sides it would have the copper, and then the solder would come out just even. So what you do is just concentrate on keeping it centered. So we bend the sides, and there we have it somewhat stuck on there. I'll use this tool to smooth it out. A fid, and you can just use any tool too. You can just use a pencil if you like. Okay, here we are finished foiling and we're ready to solder. So what we'll do is just kind of get some thumbtacks to kind of hold it in place, just for temporary. We're not going to solder it completely until we're done. I can remove the thumbtacks. Each piece is going to put them where they're not going to. That's what it will look like when it's all ready to solder and pin into place. And we're going to add soldering flux for the solder to stick to. So we add a little solder. So I'm just going to, where we want, just put little tacks to keep it. We have to keep it at a certain temperature to allow the solder to melt just right. So I'm just going to touch up little drops on the copper. tacks. Okay, I've added flux to the whole thing now, and now we're going to proceed on and use solder through the whole piece here. Okay, we're coming to the end here where I'm just getting the last few pieces, and I'm going to flip it over and do the same. Okay, we've done both sides now, and I'm adding a little ring to the top so we can use it as a sun catcher. Okay, here I've cleaned it up already, but after we soldered it, I cleaned it up with some soap and water, but you can also use just regular ammonia. Will cause the solder to turn in different colors. So now I'm going to add a patina, and this will blacken it and just outline the solder. We wait till it dries, which it takes just okay. We got the patina on and it's dried, and so I'm going to rub on it, kind of polishes it up, and then I'm going to add a little bit of wax, and that'll help even make it shinier. On a string and add it to a window. Okay, well, this is our ending project here, and it makes wonderful little gifts for any kind of occasion. It's simple, and again, for an amateur, it may take you about an hour or so, and it's very fun. You'll enjoy it. I recommend taking a class too, wherever you live in your hometown. Thanks for coming.